today I want to talk a little bit about the knives right here. And I thought today is a day that I set aside to oil all my knives. I do this like once a month, roughly. So I just got them all out, and I thought to myself, well, why not just do a quick little video on some of my recent purchases, apart from this one. This is not recent. This is I've had for a long time, and there's this one as well. And but these ones I bought in the last couple of weeks, and I've done a little kind of unboxing stroke show and tell video on this knife already. So those of you who have watched this, that video on that, will know what this is. So yes, I'm just doing a little. Just want to talk for a while about these little knives, because I've done videos on my larger folders. I still need to do reviews on many of them, but I thought let me just kind of move away from large folders for a second and just concentrate on the littler knives. So one of my most recent purchases is the case Russlock, which I will get out for you in a moment. What drew me to this knife was the design, and you know, it doesn't have a belt clip. It's different to the knives that I usually go for, but I like things that are a little bit different. See that? Pretty, isn't it? Well, I like it anyway. And what can I tell you about this? Well, as I've already said, it's a case knife, jig bone. It is made in the USA, and I believe it's 440 steel, but don't quote me on that. But it is extremely nice. I just saw it on the dealer's website and kind of fell a little bit in love with it. It's just really solid knife. I mean, it does have a little bit of blade play. You might be able to hear it. I don't know if you can hear that. But there's the lockup. And it has its flaws, because the spring is very strong, but the centering is off, as you can see. It's not great. But that's not the reason why I got it. I got it because of it has a history to it, which is quite cool. And although it's a small knife, it has some weight to it. But it's very well made, and as you can see, let me see if I can get this in camera properly. You see where the jig bone meets, I'm not sure if this is nickel. I'm not sure if it's nickel bolsters or not. I can't remember. But it's not really a review. It's just kind of like just to talk a little bit about the knives and why I like them. But the jig bone meets the metal You know, there's no kinds of what's the word I'm trying to look for? There's a lot more. It's completely uniform, and it's the same on the other side. And only attention to detail results in this kind of workmanship, and it's the same at the bottom as well. So some time has gone into putting it together. Pin construction, liner lock design of course, and obviously has this unique kind of blade shape. Mirror polished blade. A very, very nice knife. I haven't actually got to grips of opening it one-handed yet, but let's see. It's tricky with gloves on. There you go. And this you can, you can, although it's got no pocket clip, you can just throw it in your pocket and not have to worry. It's just one of those things where you just kind of forget it's there. It's just really, really cool. I like it, and because of the history that goes along with it. It kind of appealed to me a lot more. So I like things that have history attached to them. Let's see what the box says. I've got box says here. The box doesn't really say a lot, but I know the literature does. Let's put it there for a second. Congratulations, it says, you now own a handcrafted piece of American history. To own a case knife is to support quality, artistry, tradition, and products made in the USA. The company began in 1889. W.R. Case & Sons Cutlery Co. has become the most collected and sought after knives in the world. They are not only used as tools, but also for collectors looking to make a good investment. So whether you plan to place this knife in a collection or put it to work, we're sure that you will be as proud of your knife as we are to have made it. So, which I think is pretty cool. There's a lot more history that goes with it, but that's the case Russlock. Now, oops, let me put that the other way around. Next we have something also quite cool. The Spyder S. Its full name is the Spyderco C109S, but this is the black handled version. And I've already spoken about this. Actually, now it's opening a lot easier. I've been playing around with this a lot, so it's opening a lot easier than it did before. Made with MIM technology, metal injection molded. 440 steel, aluminium handle with black coating, like to call the paper clip handle, compression lock, and yeah, centered. Even back then, Spyderco got it right. So I'm very happy I got this. This was the last one in the shop, so I'm happy I got this. Let me just open these out for you. Next I picked up a Rough Rider. This is called the French Tickler. Now this one Unlike the Russlock is made in China. So the team in Rough Riders is American, but obviously they contracted company in China to make their knives for them, because they're obviously a lot cheaper to make over there than they are in the States. But again, the quality is extremely good. .440C carbon steel. You might be able to pick that up, I don't know. As you see, made in China. RR204, I don't know what that means. And then there's the Rough Rider stamp. Again, yes, I do like the jig bone. I forget what the bolsters are made out of, but this is a backlock design. No blade play, unlike the Russlock. I don't like knives with blade play in them, but you know, I can forgive the blade play in this one, even though it has some blade play, and there's no side to side, it's just up and down. I can forgive it because it's all down to the lock, the liner lock on the blade tang on that blade. So this one is also a Rough Rider. Which I will get out for you now. This one has a funny, well, long name. This one is the Rough Rider Custom Muskrat. And this one is special because it has mother of pearl scales. Or it's called I think the full name is the Rough Rider Mother of Pearl Inlay, Rough Rider Mother of Pearl Muskrat Inlay knife. I think it's something like that, but let's give you a close-up. Let me see if I can open up. I tried to open up these before. It's really stiff. The spring is really, really strong on this knife. But let's see if I can open up. So just the two blades. Again, this is made in China, but very, very well made. I mean, if you like these types of knives, I just saw them. It's like kind of knife jewelry to me. And it is a custom. Oops, don't want to let it slip out my hands. So again, 440 steel, both blades. I think that these are nickel and, not sure, mother of pearl scales. There's the Rough Rider logo stamped in the bottom of the blade. Again, 440 steel, razor sharp steel it says, and made in China. So that's my little mother of pearl muskrat, I meant to say. And let's just move this aside now. This one was given to me by ex-girlfriend of mine. Let me see if I can open it. Is it going to open? Yeah. Now, this is, I think, from it's either Russian or Uzbekistan. I'm not sure. obviously it looks like a gun, doesn't it? Which I thought was quite cool. So I have no idea what kind of metal this is, but I thought it was cool. What makes it extra cool is it has this little function as well. If it still works, I'm not sure if it does there. See? Cool, eh? So I thought, yeah, I was quite happy to add this to my little knife collection. I like unique stuff like that. And last but not least is another favourite of mine. I had this one for a while, and I think I know who's texting me. Is this? Yeah, the little rainbow chive, which I had for since I got this. My first knife was this thing. Remember this? This big monster. The knife that started off my collecting. What got me into the habit, the addiction of collecting knives. This knife started it all. When I got the soon after I got this Gilhiven. Oops. It says, but at the same time I picked this up, and it fires like a bullet. Amazingly. There we go. It's a little bit of deployment. And I do like the rainbow color. Titanium oxide or titanium, I think it's titanium oxide coating that gives it that rainbow effect. Nice little box cutting knife. And I do have one more little knife to show you. This video's getting a little bit long, so I'm gonna be as quick as I can. This one is quite special, and I'm surprised with this one because you get quite a lot for your money with this one. Yep, that is polystyrene you're hearing in the background. This knife comes in this a jade presentation case, and you'd be surprised that this. Well, let me show you the knife first. I'll tell you the price afterwards. That's the knife there in its plastic wrapper. Also a Rough Rider. And when I saw this, I thought, this is also a nice blade. Look at that. That is, to me, really cool. This is imitation turquoise. I wish it was real, but you don't get everything in life, do you? But I do love the design on this, and again, attention to detail is pretty good for a Chinese-made knife. I shouldn't say that really. Chinese-made knife. So long as the quality control is good, then it doesn't matter where it comes from. You know, it could come from anywhere. As long as the quality control is good, and the quality and the standards are maintained, then I'm happy. There's a lot of stigma attached, negative stigma attached to anything coming out of Taiwan or China, or at least it used to be. But now that's starting to change. I mean, I have to fight sometimes with myself when I watch videos of knives on YouTube or anything really, and you know, they happen to say that it's made from, you know, it was produced in Taiwan or China. I have to stop myself going, I'm kind of going off watching the video now, but I have to resist doing that, because if the quality control is good, then it doesn't matter where it comes from. But it might take some people a little while to get over those things. But let me just open this up. This also has strong springs, and I'm going to have a tough time getting the blades out with gloves on. So why don't I just take the bloody gloves off, eh? There we go. There you go, that's one blade. I'm scared I'm going to curl my bloody fingernails back taking this out. You know what, I'm just going to leave it like that. Should I? Or should I make the effort for you guys? Anyway, let me make the effort for you guys. Just to show, don't let anyone tell you that I don't do anything for you guys. I risked ripping off my fingernails to pull out these blades for you, just so I could show you the knife in its entirety. But there you go. That's what it looks like. Still have no idea what it's called, but I'll put up the name for you, for those who are interested. But again, all three blades are 440 C steel, and all of these knives are incredibly sharp. I know, because I've tested them all, just on cutting paper and stuff. And let me just demonstrate. Actually, it's the one thing I don't do much of, is paper cutting tests on my videos. So let me give you a test. An old list of some of the games I wanted to get. Crisis 2. Excellent game. Anyway, here we go. What? I'm going to cut once and not again. There we go. That's one blade. The other blade, the longer one, that's number 2. Let's close that. And number 3. Okay, that one's not so sharp. Could do it a little bit of a sharpen, but they're reasonably sharp. Okay, that's the end of the video. I am now going to oil my babies. Alright, take care and don't cut yourself. See ya.